Morning, this is Bobby with Renaissance Game Supply. So I kind of wanted to show you a little video this morning of some of the value I've been finding in this collection. And this is just pretty much from yesterday's skimming through boxes as I was trying to put together rows of sets and stuff so I can start getting ready to basically be ready for the robot to just start sorting alphabetically within that set. So part of my skimming process is I always look for cards, as I've described in previous videos, as immediate recognizable value. And what I mean by that is like your different little set commander type cards. Always pull all the full art lands, all foil lands, because that stuff, it's popular still. Old staple stuff like this from Plane Shift, Star Compass, that does pretty well for us. So I mean, that's market value 58 cents, and as you can see, I didn't have any in my store, so that's why I always pull stuff like this as I see it. And as you can see, some of these full art swamps I don't have. I got two of, a one of, or whatever. And then down here you can see the set commanders where I didn't have any of it or very low inventory of it. So that's why I always pull that stuff. It sells, and I usually don't have enough of it. So I'm gonna keep scrolling up here. And this is just a bulk rare. That's a media promo. I always pull tokens as well, especially dragon stuff, even though it's not super valuable. I mean, a pair of them, 66 cents. And then I pull stuff like this. This is from 25th anniversary, Masters 25, I mean. So that's 32 cents. But then I find stuff like this every now and then too. And I'm sorry for the poor image quality there. The scanner sometimes doesn't quite focus. But I mean, this moderately played double-sided token of Germ and Stoneforge Blade is $2.78, sitting in a bulk box. I mean, it has no business being there. And then you got vampire tokens. Sometimes I'll pull those because those always sell for me. So do monk tokens. So then stuff like this too. Yeah, he's a dragon, so I always pull him. 47 cents every time I find him. But this is the stuff I really wanted to show you, is right here. Now these are your Commander 2017 tokens. A lot of people just take those tokens and just chuck them in a box or whatever. I don't, because I know that sometimes they become valuable. So you take 2017 Bat Vampire token, those are 75 cents each. I had 5 of them. But this is the money card. And this is what I was talking about in a previous video, and I think I posted on YouTube. So you got a Vampire Zombie double-sided token. Those things are $4.29 each. I had 5 of them. And I had, on a previous day, about a week ago, I pulled more of these. I think it was another 4 or 5 of them. So now I think I got 10 of these guys. Oh, no, there you go. I lied. I got 3 of them in store. So now I've got 8 total. Pretty sweet for stuff that people are just willing to throw away or throw in a junk box. And then you got another dragon token from 2019. This is your 5/5. I always pull this guy. Elemental bird token. I don't know. For some reason, the artwork stood out to me. I thought maybe it was a little bit more valuable, a little bit more rare than it is. It's not. It's still 23 cents though. And then here's the other thing I always do. I always pull all the emblems. And as you can see why, I mean, look at this. $3.45 for that emblem. And then the rest of your emblems, they're not too valuable in this range for some of the newer sets and now I guess modern sets. Oops, wrong way. But then when you jump up here to Liliana, Waker of the Dead, that's $1.52 for that emblem. Basri Ket, 64 cents for that. You get enough of these, I mean, it adds up pretty quick. As you can see, every emblem is worth something. And you can see 3 of them I didn't have, 4 of them I didn't have, 5. So these can add up over time. Over here is kind of what the market value of them are. And then here's some planeswalkers I found. This was a moderately played, I think it was a Royal Scions, 48 cents. Still, I mean, nothing to call home about, but it adds up. So this is what I would call immediate recognizable value. It's a planeswalker, it's foil, it's gonna sell. Somebody's gonna buy it, somebody's gonna build around it. Always pull the fairy conclaves from older sets, no matter what the condition is, because these always sell. Soul Link, I had to add that one manually for some reason. It didn't scan, so no big deal. Morales, these are the band artwork. I have 3 of those now, and I always save these. In fact, I have, I think, one that's autographed by Mark Poole. So I keep those for personal keepsake. And again, like yesterday's video, I talked about the Shuko that I found. That's here somewhere here. Shuko. So that one there, I'm gonna put up. I don't plan on keeping that. I found like power conduits, goblin bomb. I can't even pronounce it. Abeyance. Somebody out there will correct me. So that there's a reserve list card, I believe. So that and Dan I found. There's the Fairy Conclave. There's the Soul Link if you want to look at it. Pretty cool. All these talismans from Mirrodin, I always save these two because they do very well. Any Viridian Revels, these always sell well for me. Wall of Roots, Crypt Rats. These are just some random bulk. Aquarian Rangers do pretty well for me. I usually sell out of those. Vitalize, I always like that card. Crypt Rats, Impulse, and Prosperity. Again, not like super valuable, highly sought after stuff. Just kind of jank that people like to play with decks, or index, I'm sorry. So as you can see, I mean, Shuko right now is $4.49. That's in the moderately played condition for, what does that say? Betrayers of Kamigawa. Oops, I was thinking of Dan. That's the Chronicles version. That's $4.36. Abeyance, if that's how you pronounce it, $7.60 in a moderately played condition. Goblin Bomb is almost $10 in a moderately played condition. Power Conduit, $3.83. That used to be about $5-6 card. As you can see, here's the talismans and why I like to collect them and put them up. They're valued anywhere between 65 cents to almost $3, depending on which one you get. Wall of Roots, 32 cents. Crypt Rats are almost 50 cents a piece. I remember when they used to be like $1 or something. I think they've come down a little bit. But right there, Prosperity, moderately paid, $2.13 a piece. Vitalize, I probably have 20 or 30 of these kicking around that I don't put on my store. Just for personal keepsake, every green deck I have, I put these in there. But they're 71 cents, moderately played. Abjure, 97 cents, moderately played. Got 4 of those. And I'm still not done searching this entire collection. This is just stuff I've just immediately can recognize by eyesight. And the other thing I'm about to show you here, maybe I might just stop and then show you a second part here in a minute, is all your uncommons planeswalkers. I mean, there's a ton of them here in this collection, and I'm gonna pause and come right back and I want to show you. All right, so we're back. I do have all the uncommon planeswalkers from War of the Spark in now, and as you can see, before I added these 36 that I found in this box, I only had 5 in my store. They're about 10 cents a piece, which, you know, it's no big deal. It's just, they're still very playable cards. And it's just like Nahiri, Storm of Stone, I had none, and now I have a bunch. Samet, Tyrant Smasher, I had 2 in the store. I just now added 37 more. So I think it was 37. Maybe it's less than that. And then I had Tibalt, Rakesh, Instigator, And then Ireland Voice of the Pack. I mean, again, you can see I clearly had none in the store. So this is a nice little restock. Casmina, Enigmatic Mentor, I only had one of, so now I think that's another 5 or 6 added. Dovin, Hand of Control, I added 4 more of those. So as you can see, they add up quite a bit. And here's the market value. Already so far, 245 cards, I'm sitting at about 124.41 for market value. And that's just quick things. As I was skimming, I just pulled out. So, and again, this is a collection. I only paid $400 for it. And it's 390,000 cards. And out of the 390,000 cards, 245 of those are already worth over a quarter of what I paid. So I'm gonna make quite a bit of money on this collection. And I get quite a few collectibles like these morales. The other thing I found too, the robot found this, was a Edward Beard autograph, which I thought was kind of cool. And I'm gonna throw these in here even though they're not part of this collection. So in previous scans, I've found 3 additional autographs. I always keep those. And the other thing too is I traded in a full set of these Urza lands towards this collection as well. And I got back almost a full set that I've just picked through. So that's kind of cool. Oh, wait, we forgot one more Planeswalker. Let's go ahead and get him added. And then we had 5 in the store, and we got 5 now. So there you have it, 250 cards, $125. And there are so many more cards to go through, it's ridiculous. And I might do another video like this later. Oh, here's another quick little thing I want to show you. And I've already added a whole bunch from the list, but every one of these that I've noticed as I've been going through that's from the list, I just pull them, not because they're valuable, but just because people do buy them, and they are kind of unique. So there you have it. Oh, there's a couple more things. Rift Bolt foil, Path to Exile foil, found a Japanese swamp from Ikoria, which I thought was kind of cool. And Empty the Warrens from Modern Masters. I believe that's the 15 version. And then promo Temple False God, which I didn't have foils of those before, so I'll get a couple decks that I have foiled out that have these, so I'll be swapping those out. So again, like I said, it's fun to personally collect this stuff, and I got quite a few collectibles out of this so far, which I love this stuff right there. And I got a bunch of arena promos, pre-release promos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm gonna try those in arena and see if I can unlock some free packs as well. But I got some Pokemon promos that came, Pokemon codes, I should say, not promos. So I might do a quick video on that just for somebody who collects Pokemon. Maybe these work, maybe these don't, I don't know. I'm gonna post them. I don't play with Pokemon, so maybe somebody out there could use them. Thanks. Wanted to make a quick correction at the end of my video here. Previously in the video, I said that the morale cards were the band artwork. I was actually mistaken. It's Crusade. That's what I've been looking for. And I actually found one earlier in this week, not the morales. Sorry. They look similar, just in color, as far as like the flags on them and knights and Mark Pool. So apologies for the confusion there, but yeah, it's Crusade that I actually am always after, any of the band artwork. But while I got you back here, I did want to show you the other 2 autographs I picked up this past week. This one here is on a beta, and that one there appears to be Mark Pool autograph on that one again. So now I got 2 of his autographs, this time on a beta, which is pretty badass. And I can't quite make out this one. And then there's another one I wanted to show you that I got. I think it was Anson. Yeah, Anson Addicts right there, or Maddox, sorry. So I got 3 autographs this past week. No, 4 if you count Edwards. So I'm gonna stick his in here as well, which is kind of cool. I don't know, I've just been starting to become quite a collector of the autographed versions of cards. And anyway, this here binder here, I'll just quickly show you here. This is, let's back up to the beginning here. This is just stuff I've either bought at some point in my life or stuff I've pulled out of collections as I go. And I couldn't even begin to tell you which ones were what. I know that some of these, for example, these were the anti-cards. When I first opened my store back in 2014, people were bringing stuff in and I was buying it just because A, I like the artwork and I like the mechanic of the anti. I never played anti before, but I just thought it was kind of cool that they used to have that. And then again in here is just more reserve list stuff or Italian version of stuff, or just stuff that I've always just thought was kind of cool. There's alpha, there's beta in here. It's quite a bit. And I love the cards that have 1994 stamped on the bottom for the copyright, or 1993. I'm sorry, there is no 93. I like them when they don't have it. That's what I meant to say. But as you can see, there's quite a bit. And I've only been, oh, I actually found a pair of those the other day. I need to find them and put them back in here because that way I have a play set of them. But I love this card too. Players can't cycle cards. That's fun. Looks like a little sliver. Dance of the Dead. I like that card too. Last Chance, Goblin. In fact, well, oops, let's flip this back up here. While we're here, I'm gonna stick Goblin Bomb in here. That's part of the reason why I was digging through this today. It was just so I could get cards in here. I always like the art of this Control Magic as well. Not that any of these are like super valuable by any means. It's just, they're just collectible to me. Oh yeah, Aquarian Ranger, I just added a bunch. I won't take the ones I just put in the store, even though I thought about it. Always like this Seeker of Skybreak as well. I actually found a whole bunch of those, so now I can kind of pull them out. I love slivers, so I always try to hang on to any additional sliver I can get my hand on. That's the second copy I have of that. I love this artwork of Dark Ritual. Library Bling, Ornithopter. I always like the cops, the circle protection cards as well. And there you go, there's the Vitalized I was talking about in the video, where I always hang on to additional copies of them. Anything with goblins on it, like Last Ditch Effort. I love all that stuff, and the old school cops. And I think these are the unlimited versions here, because the names of the illustrator are kind of centered. The wording comes right up to the edge of the card, and they don't have the tap symbols and stuff like that on them. So this is my alpha, beta, unlimited, and just kind of autograph type binder. And then up here you got a twiddle that's from unlimited, another unlimited, Rod of Ruin, Parallax Wave. I actually found one of these in this 390,000 card collection. This one here looks like somebody's chopped up the corners on it. I stuck it in there so that I would never sell a miscut card or anything. So I don't know if that's alpha or beta or not. I mean, who knows? I'd have to look up the wording and look at the exact image online. Up here is your Power Leak from Unlimited. I had quite a few of those. These are all unlimited here as well. It's kind of cool to kind of go through the collection every now and then. Just looking through revised stuff and just popping off and pulling off some of the stuff. Like right here is all unlimited. And these are alpha beta basics, which I've shown in a previous video. These are all unlimited here. All of this is all unlimited. More. And then these old school lands, I like all this kind of stuff too. Underground rivers and such. Car wastes. I haven't found any more than that, other than just that one. Earthbind, more band artwork, I like all that. Pradesh Gypsies, I collect all that stuff too. And I think these here are betas. Circle of Protection Green and Holy Armor. There we go. So that's the second copy I have now. I always like this artwork, so I don't know why it's in this particular binder. The other thing I try to collect too is eventually a whole page of revised Soul Rings. These are not cards I buy. I mean, these are cards I found in collections, so it could be a long time before I find those ever again. I mean, anybody and everybody knows what that card is. And again, more artwork that I've always appreciated. I love these talismans. I like all these medallions. And the diamonds as well. The spike feeders. In fact, I can now finish that playset because I found 2 of that version. And then just kind of cooler lands I've always liked. Anyway, sorry for the long-winded video today. I was just kind of excited that I pulled a few collectible cards that I always like to be able to add to my binder here. Kind of the perks of the business, so to speak, is to be able to find this kind of stuff raw in collections that, you know, folks have forgotten about, or maybe they didn't care about anymore. But anyway, I am going to get back to sorting. This thing is not going to sort itself. Thanks for watching.